What's going on, Capricorn? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having a phenomenal month so far. Get pumped, Cap. But before we jump into that, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just incredible, Cap. And it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. We're in for an amazing journey. And let me tell you why, Cap, because it is Celestial News Monthly. I mean, I've been enjoying this time all week there, Capricorn. It's literally my favorite time of the month. But when the sun moves into a new sign, we're going to talk about where the planets are at and how we can work with the energies. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, and never force a reading on a situation, okay? So with all that being said, Cap, let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Crystals, feeling lovely. Just great energy all around here, Cap. Now, I have Zodiac cards with or Oracle Zodiac cards with the signs that the sun and the planets are in. I'm going to pull an Oracle card from this deck for each one of them, and then we'll get some details with the tarot. And both of these decks are new ones, Cap, so hopefully you'll enjoy them as much as I have been. But before we jump into this thing, these readings that I do, they're not gender-specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations, okay? Thank you. And in case if y'all were curious, the decks that I'm working with, I've included links for them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested. But also down below some links for some other readers I like watching, Cap, so definitely check them out. Very intuitive group, very great energies that they bring, so I think you'd really enjoy them. But before we get into your first card here, let's talk about this little shindig that Sagittarius throwing in their sign. Because you have the sun that's going to be entering Sagittarius, and then you also have Mars that's going to be entering there a couple of days later. Now, the sun is going to enter on the 22nd of November, and that'll be at 9:02 a.m. Eastern Time. And then we'll be there through the 21st of December there, Cap. And with this energy, you may feel more inclined to take risk and embrace adventure. Because this is great for, and this is also great energy for like physical journeys, intellectual pursuits, because Sagittarius, they are the adventurers of the zodiac. They're all about seeking new experiences and broadening their horizons and just really taking in everything that this journey has to offer there, Capricorn. So this could be for you maybe going out to a new place to hike, or maybe going to a new park, or maybe going to a restaurant you've never been to, maybe journey to a different state, different country, maybe even different continent there, Capricorn. I'm with it. But it definitely is an energy for you for expansion and to really gain experience, because yours is a very wise sign, Capricorn. And what good way to work with also wise energy of Sagittarius is to go learn about just all that this world has to offer. I feel like that's really integral for you too, being an earth sign, being so ingrained in this earth as you are. So, and then, too, Capricorn, this is a great energy for intellectual pursuits, because Sagittarius they're ruled by Jupiter, and which is a planet that also deals with that energy of higher learning as well. And just so this could be going to a new, like picking up like a course of study, or maybe even think about going to school there, Capricorn, or doing like some online classes, whatever that's looking like for you. Work with these energies. And I think really my favorite aspect of this when we get into this season is that this brings about more optimism and more positivity, because they are a very optimistic energy. They really, and with when you think about it, how Sag energy is like you wake up and it's just like there's a new opportunity to experience something new. There's new, you know what I mean there, Capricorn. I remember the last time that the sun was in Sagittarius, and this is a very inspiring energy too, because I remember I woke up literally right when the sun, maybe not literally at the time, but literally the day that the sun did enter Sagittarius, I had this great idea where my old space that I was working on, it was just like this thin table. I should have taken a picture. I was doing a lot. But then I thought about, I had like just bam, it came out of nowhere. And it's just like, oh, I could just move this over here and then set this up here. It all came together very nicely, Cap. So work with this inspired energy. But also, you have Mars that's going to be entering on the 24th of November and will be there through the 4th of January 2024. And with this energy, Cap, there's a desire to seek out new experience and challenges and really just take those risks, Capricorn, and step out of your comfort zone. Maybe you want to go mountain climbing, or maybe go in a hot air balloon, or who knows what that looking. Maybe go ride a horse there, Capricorn. Who knows how this energy can translate. But just, I feel like keeping just an open mind to just trying new things. Whether this is like maybe who it's the sky's the limits. I feel when we get into Sagittarius energy there, Capricorn, and also too, you may notice, and this is kind of be a tricky one considering too what Mercury is about to start doing. You may notice that you're more direct and more candid in your communication and in your actions. And where that can be a positive thing, the one sort of trickiness with Sag energy is that on a lower vibration, they can be just known as a blunt sign. Just saying whatever it is that comes to their mind, regardless of how others may feel about it. And where, honesty always has its place. How it's delivered is something we just want to be aware of there, Capricorn. But let's go ahead and get into your first card here. Oh, and speaking of all this, look at all this heat that you're bringing, because you got the Emperor of Empowerment card there, Cap. And this card says a woman standing tall against a backdrop of fiery orange and red embers, her silhouette glowing with the strength of 1,000 suns. And who else got this? I want to say Taurus got this card yesterday. But with this energy, Capricorn, I feel this is one where it's really coming in. The universe is asking you really to come into your confidence this season. Because the thing about when we're going through the zodiac, when we're actually going to be moving from Sagittarius into your birthday season. Sagittarius, it's like those ideas, those like going, those different experiences, learning about a whole lot of things, gaining that energy, and then you come through and materialize that. You put the stuff that you learn in Sag season into practice. And I feel that this season for you can be almost like a training period for you to really kind of think about, like, line up with your ambitions and gain confidence in the moves that you're going to need to make in order to get whatever it is that you're wanting to set out to do. Maybe we're starting up a new career. Maybe we're thinking about even just changing up our routines. Maybe start doing more, getting out. Let's say if we've been wanting to work out more, getting to either like setting up things at a gym, or maybe even doing something at our home space, walking, making the use of like our neighborhood, community, whatever that's looking like, or maybe, excuse me, maybe changing a diet, maybe getting back out there in love. There's so many things that anywhere that I feel like you've been feeling maybe a little insecure in, now is a really great energy for you to just really embrace that inner fire. And I'm feeling like almost like a Queen of Wands energy that's sort of coming through here, Capricorn. But let's get even like Ace of Wands type of energy. But let's get some tarot on this and get some details. And I love this card with the strength of 1,000 suns. That's fantastic. And Capricorn, this could even be you if you already been embodying that empowerment energy. This could even be for some, I feel, even empowering others. Maybe we're thinking about starting up some type of courses, or maybe getting to some sort of like mentoring program, whatever that may be looking like there, Cap. Let's see what's going on here, Cap. Alright, so you have the King of Cups, the Ten of Wands, the Page of Swords, the Five of Swords, and then the Eight of Pentacles here, Capricorn. And I do feel that there is, with the King of Cups being here, I feel there's this energy with him of taking this energy that almost feels like there's this suppressed energy I feel like that's happening with this Ten of Wands here, because this card is one of Sagittarius cards. This is Saturn and Sagittarius, and I feel there's this restricted energy that we're putting on ourselves, that it's like we're keeping ourselves in a box in order to work around others, in a sense. Like, let's say, and it's not that you're being necessarily fake, Capricorn, but it feels like I feel like we're getting in a space where we may make, it almost feels like with this Eight of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Five of Swords, that we may be in an environment where we're not able to express our ideas. It's just a lot of work and things, but it seems to be to everyone else's opinion as opposed to maybe like your own voice, in a sense. And there's a need here, again, with this Ember of Empowerment, to, if you're in a place where you feel like your thoughts aren't being appreciated, or it's just that, and it's just something kind of, it feels like it's weighing like heavy here, Capricorn, with the Ten of Wands, that or it's like we're even just like, it's like how it's like we're even like operating like by keeping our head down, in a sense. Not that we're doing less work, but we're trying not to be noticed. I feel like that this energy, this Ember of Empowerment, is trying to get you to stand out amongst the crowd, to not be, and I feel like to let others like recognize your skills as well. Really kind of, Let me get a little bit more of this Five of Swords here, Capricorn. Alright, Capricorn. Thank you. Alright, so the Five of Swords is clarified by the Two of Cups, by the Two of Cups and then the Three of Wands here, Capricorn. And I even feel with this, Capricorn, that I feel like that it's like we haven't been working up to our fullest potential. And let's say just, it almost feels like that for some. It's like we've been in this energy of just like things have been kind of coasting. We haven't been challenging ourselves, and I feel like there's something here about needing to step into a different set of like a different energy, one that is more challenging, one that really puts you in a place where you shine, where you feel motivated, where you feel invigorated, like in just stimulated, in a sense here. And I even feel with this like Two of Cups is like being in energies that share that same type of feeling, that need for expansion, that need for being better, for pursuing something greater. When you see them working them, and it's not like necessarily like a competition type of energy per se. It's more so like seeing how you know when you've ever been in an environment where you see like a lot of people really in their craft, and that just it just motivates you to really kind of bring your game as well. It's not competing with them, it's using them as benchmark or like benchmarkers in a sense of like, oh, okay, they're really bringing it on, so let me see where my energy's at, let me really deliver, like let me just tapping into something here, Capricorn. So, and that might even be if this is not something we're doing at work and we're content with our positions. This could even be just finding maybe a little something on the side, maybe joining like a sports group, or maybe like a maybe there's like a maybe you're just having to like chess there, Capricorn, joining like a chess group or something along those lines where you can take this energy and not have this if there's been this fire or something. I feel like that's kind of pent up in inside of you there, Capricorn. So all right, I think I'm gonna leave that there. That's an interesting start there, Cap. I like that. And all about empowerment. All right, now let's talk about your energy there, Cap, because you got Mercury that's getting ready to enter your sign, is about to do some retrograde shenanigans, and then you got Pluto that'll be in your sign a little bit longer. But with Mercury, now Mercury's going to enter your sign on the 1st of December. And I like when Mercury's in Capricorn. I feel like that's a really strong placement for Mercury, because Mercury is the planet of our intellect and how we communicate. And being in your energy, it really brings a heightened ability to think strategically and to plan for the future. And so, especially, I feel like there's with this ember of empowerment, I feel that this could even be like focusing on things that really kind of fuel your fire there, Capricorn, that really get you challenged and get you excited to even just kind of jump out of bed. Very fool's energy that's kind of coming through there. But also, this encourages responsible decision making and focuses on potential outcomes. and and so I like how structured this energy really does get when Mercury moves into here, because even like goals and achievements may become the central themes, because you're associated with the 10th house, Capricorn, which can be achieving something, being how we want to be recognized amongst the crowd, going for your ambitions, and you going for that achievement, that accomplishment. So I like this energy when Mercury's in Cap. But now Mercury's going to be going retrograde, and this will be the last retrograde of the year here, and for Mercury, and this retrogrades in general are just the energies. They're nothing to be feared. They are just when the energies slow down some, and it allows us to reflect on how we're operating with the current challenges and expectations that the signs and the planets are trying to deliver and teach us. And Mercury retrograde in general, just now, it can bring about a little bit of wonkiness when it comes with with electronics and communication and things like that. So if you're expecting any sort of messages, maybe you have something in the mail that we're looking for, there may be delays there. Things with our travel might even be could potentially be a little weird there, delays and things. But also, and this is something too to really feel like to be mindful of when we're in Sag season, is that when I was talking about communication, sometimes you may find that your mouth gets ahead of your head and you're just serving up word salad. But with that bluntness that Sagittarius comes through there, we just want to be mindful of, again, just not be just saying things things coming across a lot harsher than we're intending them to. Now, with Mercury, specifically retrograding your sign, which is going to happen on the 13th of December, this is a great time to reevaluate any long-term plans, career objectives, and personal aspirations, and just making sure that we're aligning with our inner narrative when this in the our energies there, Capricorn. And also, too, considering you're such a hard working sign, the hardest working sign of the zodiac, you want to make sure that you're finding balance between your professional responsibilities and your personal life. Because what's the point of building up an empire if you can't take some time to enjoy it there, Cap? And then also, there may be an increased sense of duty and focus on fulfilling obligations. So again, very, very focused energy, I feel, that comes with this, and we can really make the most out of this and really be productive with this energy there, Capricorn. And then you got Pluto. And Pluto's going to be in your sign until Aquarius season, the 20th of January 2024. And when the outer planets are doing things, and especially once Pluto starts to move, and it's already gotten a little flavor of it when it went retrograde earlier this year, but the outer planets from pretty much Jupiter on down, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, this really affects us on an individual, yes, but more so on a global standpoint. And they really, because they don't move that often, it really is a big deal when these outer planets start doing stuff. But Pluto in Capricorn, I like Pluto in Capricorn because this can lead to shifts in power dynamics. I feel like Pluto operates very well, or can operate well in Capricorn. And there's a breakdown of like of outdated systems, and there could be a heightened sense of responsibility towards societal and global issues because we're getting ready to move from that sort of like, because I will say on a challenging end with Pluto and Cap that there could lead to this sort of like authoritarian type of energy, oppressive, because Pluto is a planet of power, and with that accomplishment energy of Capricorn, not, it can be a strange one with that energy. But now that we're getting ready to go from that sort of authoritarian kind of materialistic type of energy to the more freedom loving, humanitarian, innovative type of energy of Capricorn, it's just like a lot of voids are getting ready to be made, and it's just like, how are we going to fill in that space? Because Pluto in Aquarius, I feel like is going to be an interesting little season for Pluto to be in, or energy for Pluto to be in. But also Capricorn, depending on where this place or where your placements are at, this is forming a conjunction with your signs. And conjunctions are the most powerful blend of energies because they're happening so close to wherever your natal placements are at. So like with Pluto's pretty much above is at so unless you got Capricorn at like the 29th degree, 28th, I think he's about at the 29th degree now. But unless you have Cap placements there, which you'll need your time of birth, um, you know, these it's it can be a little uncomfortable at first because this newer flavor is kind of coming on to, and it happens in a different house, so there's a different focus that's needing to be put into the place. And even where, like, what type of energies the planet brings factors in how this conjunction can play out there. You could feel a little anxiety at first until the energies really kind of settle in there, because thankfully with Mercury, this is going to be more of a neutral type of energy. But it's once that energy starts to come together, then it's just like, what did you do with this newfound energy that has been fused into your natal placements, in a sense there, Capricorn. So you're very conjunctions are very fascinating energies. But let's go ahead and get some tarot on this and get an oracle on this. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, and look at you, Cap. All right. So you got the Monolith of Endurance here. And this card says, stand firm against the winds of change. Your resilience is a testament to your spirit. And I love that popped up in your energy there, Capricorn, because you are a great representation of when you stay true to your dreams and follow your gut and persevere, be patient. It all is worth it in the end, because Saturn energy is tough. Capricorn energy, where it is very driven, very very powerful energy. It is one that takes time to really kind of settle in. Usually things start to lighten up a little bit after your first Saturn return. And it's not to say that you don't get things in between, but that it starts to feel a little bit lighter once you get through that first return. But you are a sign of, again, of patience and perseverance. And the reason you're known as the, because that's a really cool moniker to have, as the achievers of the zodiac. And even I feel like when things get really low there, Capricorn, because Capricorn energy, because things can be such a slow burn, it can lead to, can be a depressive type of energy as well sometimes. And being that, it's not that you don't feel emotions, but I feel like you keep yours maybe a little. Capricorns can shut that off a little bit. I feel like better than like the opposite sign of you, Cancer. My sun sign's in Cancer, and I feel that there's. I almost feel like when you come with these, when challenges come your way there, Capricorn, when things feel like they take a long time, it's remembering, but because I feel like this monolith is this epic story of what you've gone through to get to where you are, even where you're at right now, and knowing that things are still going to grow from here, that you still have the power to come into whatever goals that you set in life. And that's where I feel that, where sure things may take time for you, Capricorn, but that does give you time to really focus on what you want to accomplish. You can really think and really visualize this stuff, get in. And two, we're going to talk about that a little later, but your ruler is in a very intuitive energy right now. You take that intuitive energy and couple it with your skills, you can literally create monoliths there, Capricorn. And I feel like and that's why I feel like with this ember of empowerment here, you're coming into a different they're coming into a new strength. But let's see what's going on here. Let's get some tarot. Axe, yep. And there's that lovely Queen of Wands. Let's get, girl. Alright, Capricorn, lovely. Alright, so you have the Five of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the Nine of Wands, the Ten of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and then the Three of Swords here, Cap. And, with these, there are going to be challenges that are going to be coming your way there, Capricorn. I mean, always. We're in a very transformative energy, and we're going to be, over these next couple of years, we're going to have a lot of planetary stuff going, especially outer planets. 2024 is going to be a little bit lighter, but 2025 is going to be a fascinating one. We're going to have a lot of stuff that's coming through there, and we're going to need that resilience in the face of challenges. And there are going to be times at Capricorn where you're gonna feel down in this, with the Three of Swords being here. And I feel that with the Nine of Wands being here and the Knight of Swords, there's this energy of, I feel there are gonna be times where when you do, if you get into those slumps there, Capricorn, make sure that we're not ignoring it. It's not that we're getting stuck in anything, but I do feel like acknowledging where, because I feel like your sign will push through stuff, and just like kind of ignore some things, or maybe even kind of work to distract yourself from not dealing with something. Maybe we find, whatever this wish fulfillment that we're working towards may turn out to be more challenging. Knight of Swords than we had planned on being, is taking a little more energy than we thought, and we can feel discouraged sometimes. We can feel frustrated, and not to let you give up, but take that as an indicator to pause sometimes, because I feel with the Queen of Wands, especially when she's pursuing her passions, that she can become a little overzealous sometimes in the pursuit of her goals. And this again, finding that moderation between that work and that play, where we talk about even with Mercury retrograde energy. And I feel though, with this, because even the like you got the Ten of Cups is here, and that's your wish that's being granted. So I feel like it's really making sure, like, kind of asking yourself, if we don't feel that we're achieving that wish, and we're feeling this disappointment, or feeling this depression, then slowing down and asking why, what's getting in the way of that. I'm even kind of getting like your card, the Devil energy. Maybe there's something that's, some sort of, or even like a Seven of Cups, some sort of distractions that might even be getting in the way of getting to the place we need to be there, Capricorn. So just pay attention to that, and remember that even those type of tougher moments, they're only temporary. They come through for a spell. We feel them out. Ask ourselves those internal questions. Do some self care. Two of Cups, and it all the equilibrium returns. Okay, I just went through a little something not too long ago, and I was like, you know what? I had eyes on. I was just like, you know what? We're just gonna take a couple days, and we're just gonna we're gonna escape for a little bit. We're gonna deal with this, and then after a couple days, we were back at it. So there's something to think about there, Capricorn. All right, let's hydrate, and then let's talk about Scorpio. Because you got Venus, the Empress, is going to be entering Scorpio on the 4th of December, and will be there through the 29th of December. And this energy encourages us to explore deeper layers of our emotions and our desires. So, and again, I feel with how you got the Ten of Cups here, just if you don't feel that things have been in alignment, asking ourselves, what are your real kind of desires there? Are we really pursuing the things that light our fire here, Capricorn? But also, relationships may go through significant changes, just because that's one of the aspects that Venus deals with, and it's not just the emotional relationships, the like love relationships. This could be in business, this could be familial, this could be in friends. Just that things are taking a turn, or taking a turn, and it's just observing that evolution there, Capricorn. And you may notice too that you may feel inclined to explore more areas of intimacy and love, possibly if this is a love situation, but on a more deeper and open level. There's this vulnerability that comes with Scorpio. The energies, again, wants depth. It takes that energy, that bond that you form in Libra, and then intensifies it. And where we start talking about more deeper, darker things that we kind of keep withheld from everyone else. And Scorpio is a big energy of trust. So, or whether you have Scorpio or eighth house placement. So it's and technically the Venus is in detriment in Scorpio, considered it's the opposite one of her ruling signs, Taurus. So she's a little tricky for her to be in this energy, but it can be a rewarding one too, because Venus deals with finances as well, and Scorpio represents more so the focusing or working with other people's money, but that doesn't take away that they're still very capable when it comes to finances. So this could be even a great energy for getting finances together there, Capricorn. Maybe even like partnering with who knows what that looks like, but depending on where your cat placements are at as well, this is going to be forming a sextile with your sign, and that's actually really exciting, because sextiles they can create opportunities for you, but it's one of those things that they're very passive type of energies. It's one that you're gonna have to go out there and really seize that opportunity. It's not just gold's gonna, the Empress isn't just gonna throw just abundance at you, but she is going to present as many options as she can for you. So that's nice there, Cap. So yeah, definitely. Yeah, sextile energies are dope. So I feel like this can, whatever it is that you're wanting to accomplish, whatever wish that you want to get fulfilled, make that happen there, Cap. Now let's get an oracle on this. Oh, dig it. Interesting. All right, a lot of resilient energy here, and that's funny that that came out on one probably the most resilient sign, but you got Frost of Resilience there, Capricorn, and this card says even in the chill of adversity, your spirit remains unbroken. Strength grows in the coldest hours. And Capricorn, you rule the coldest hour. You usher in depending on where you're at in the world, you usher in the winter, and winter creates that but it's not like it's like sometimes people may like, oh no, the cold is come winter is coming, but it's those coldest hours that keep us inside and keep us in reflect. They put us in those kind of uncomfortable conditions in order to strengthen us. Even when I talk about your card, the devil is not a bad card. The devil shows where we give power to and where we feel that we might be weakened and things that have control over us, and then we develop that thick skin, that resilience, that toughness. And I feel with this as well, Capricorn, though, I feel like it's trying not to let these challenges and things and this adversity make you cold, because your sign can be seen as one, and I feel like just because you Capricorn energy is it's more reserved and more, I feel like they're not quick to rush into anything. And again, it can come across as cold, but I feel like it's like once you get to know a Capricorn, Capricorns are some of the greatest. But I feel like just, yeah, but not letting these experiences get you jaded, and remembering that even in those really harsh types of times, those Three of Cups, those Five of Wands, even that, or excuse me, that Five of Swords, even like that Ten of Wands, this, remembering that this energy is shaping you into something sky. It's trying to empower you in a sense, and I like that we got this fire, this ice, and I was actually looking at the Queen of Wands and the King of Cups. There's that water and that fire. But let me get some tarot on this, Capricorn. Get some more details. Thank you. You're racking up tens here, Capricorn. This is even giving me kind of like world energy. My things might be coming to a. Oh, and there you are, there, Cap. I love that. We were talking about that, getting those devil vibes. Love when Spirit does that. But you got the Ten of Swords, you, the Devil, the Queen. You, another card for me, for you, the Queen of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and then the Three of Cups here, Capricorn. And I feel with this, Capricorn, with the Ten of Swords being here, the Ten of Swords can be a card of being at rock bottom, really being at your lowest, and having just really being overwhelmed. I feel like with your thoughts and not sure where to go. This could be a card of challenges in the sense that like there's been either there's this maybe we find like a change in our group, possibly just thinking with this combination of this Ten of Swords, Three of Cups energy. Something is, I feel like a resonance might be changing in there. You know, maybe we maybe find something with, I feel like with your energy, it's like we may see that a certain relationship possibly may have been more toxic than we had noticed. Maybe we had been forgiving a lot of things, had noticed and how that was throwing us out of resonance. Or I even feel this energy with the Queen of Pentacles here, that just kind of be, I feel there's this energy of caution here with the Queen of Pentacles as far as like being mindful of who we trust. But I feel too that there is this, with the Three of Cups being here, there's this thing of being, still having that open heart and trusting your intuition when something feels like you can. And I feel like there is like a Six of Pentacles where it's just like giving what others are giving back to you there, Capricorn. That reciprocity that's happening with these, with this energy. But I do even feel with this Capricorn that there's going to be, it feels like it's going to be again with the, since you got the Eight of Pentacles here, Two of Pentacles, Devil energy even gives me this hard working energy, like there's something that we're trying to bring to a close. And again, it's just like you got your Ten of Wands, your Ten of Swords, and your Ten of Cups. Now we're just missing the pentacle, you know, the thing that really can help bring whatever this is either to a close or help you get that last piece in order to get things really started here. But you know, just be mindful of these moments, I feel, with the Ten of Swords, of where we feel like we may be wanting to give up, and feel like that we're gonna, like, it's like we're tapping out right before we're getting to the finish line, and you know, before we're getting to the last stop of the major arcana train, the world, in order to start over in the full energy again. But hmm. Yeah, stay resilient there, Capricorn, because I think this challenge is going to bring about a lot of growth and a lot of wisdom. Hmm. And I feel that's what Sagittarius season is all about. That all that stuff. So, all right, Cap. I think I'm gonna leave that there. So, a little something to think about. But yeah, racking up all these. Let's get these tens all up in. All right, Cap. And then let's talk about Taurus. Speaking of Ten of Pentacles, that's very Ten of Pentacles energy. You got Jupiter and Uranus that are still retrograde in Taurus. And with this energy there, Capricorn, let's start with Jupiter in Taurus, because Jupiter is going to be retrograde until the 30th of December. And this is a great opportunity for reevaluating your approach to wealth and to investments, to material comfort, taking the abundance and making it spread out long term. You know, it's as opposed to looking for those more type of those type of quick, immediate type of fixes there. We're looking for longevity and things that provide that long term security with Taurus. And I like this energy in Taurus too, because this invites us to, once we see areas that we're not feeling so strong in, it's just like it promotes that energy of building, you know, when it comes to Taurus. And to couple that with that learning energy of Jupiter, this can really be one of, again, you got some deep, you know, really like deep growth, I feel like, that is happening here, and that you can really get yourself in a just a where your foundation feels a lot stronger there, Capricorn. So that work with, I feel like this Jupiter energy is a dope one for you. And then Uranus is going to be retrograde until the 27th of January 2024. And you may, and Uranus has been causing all types of changes since 2018, and it's how do we take that? How do we take that in not intuitive? What's the word I'm looking for? Innovative. Innovative energy of Uranus and apply it to areas that have changed as far as like our finances, how we invest, our economic structure, how we've, even like employment is how we think about jobs are differently. It's how do we, what new things can we come up with in order to keep up with all of this stuff that Uranus has been throwing at us over these last 5 years. And you may notice too there, Capricorn, just because Taurus can be associated with nature as well. And there may be a heightened awareness for environmental issues, as maybe we're thinking about doing, if we don't, maybe think about going into composting or just thinking about different ways of reducing our carbon footprint. Maybe taking public transportation more instead of driving cars, or however that may look like for you there, Capricorn. And then depending on where this your placements are at, because again you'll need your time of birth for both, because Jupiter I want to say is about at the last I checked earlier today, I want to say he's at like the 8th degree right now. So definitely check that out there, Capricorn. But this is going to be forming a trine with your sign. And trines are very fast moving energies. They remove roadblocks and things out of your way. So I feel like that's a dope energy to be in alignment with Taurus, so you can really work with the stuff to kind of help get things done, especially with Jupiter being the great benefactor. Um, it can definitely be one of just like heightened manifestation there for you there, Capricorn. Now Uranus would be a tougher one just because he's a malefic planet, but yeah, I feel like that Jupiter energy definitely kind of balances things out. So, but Saturn, or excuse me, Uranus is at like the 21st degree. So, but let's get an oracle on this, Cap. Ooh. Oh, and I like this, Capricorn, because you got the Orchard of Opportunities card. And this card says, every seed you plant today becomes the fruit of tomorrow. Nurture your ambitions. So, make it happen, Cap. This is it's time for you. I feel like the energy of planting your garden. And I really feel like that this orchard is it's not just like what you I feel like it's one thing, whatever this ambitions are, make sure to not be in this sort of like settling energy. It's like, oh, well, I guess I'll do that, or where I do that. If your heart's not in it, sit with it some more. Don't feel like this is not something where you need to rush this, this decision as far as like where you want to start and focus on bringing something to a close. But I feel like now, because again all we're missing is the 10 of Pentacles here, and I feel like this orchard of opportunities for you to Queen of Pentacles, figure out what you love, and then make that manifest, and really tap into those that power that you have with the devil energy, and tap into that. I like that, Capricorn. Let me get some tarot on this and get some details. Because that orchard's that's Empress energy. That's even like 9 of Pentacles. That's a very very abundant that I feel like is going on, and it's just planting that seed. And there's that work. Another one of your cards there. Alright, Capricorn, let's see what's going on here. All right, so there's that new start, Capricorn. So you got the Three of Pentacles, the Fool, the King of Swords, the High Priestess, and then the Queen of Swords. Oh, did I say Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups, King of Swords, and the High Priestess there, Capricorn. Yeah, that's all of them. Okay. But where are we starting? Alright, Cap, you are in a that's interesting, Capricorn. You're in a I feel like again you're getting ready to get in a very sort of I feel like busy time for you. This is a chance for you to start up any sort of projects that you've wanted to do or any sort of hobbies that you've wanted to try or careers you wanted to pursue, maybe travel plans that you wanted to go to. This is a time to really listen to your intuition, what your gut is trying to tell you. Learn from I feel like learn from these challenges that you're going to go through with the Queen of Cups. Be present and oh, and I like this too, Capricorn. Look at all this divine counterparts. We got the King and Queen of Cups here. There is because even the Three of Pentacles can be a collaborative energy, and I feel that even nurturing the relationships of those that support your ambitions as well there, Capricorn, is going to be a big one as well. and and it's taking because it's one thing to just to learn a whole bunch of stuff there, Capricorn, but the only way to really get that real wisdom, King of Swords, is by taking these thoughts and things that you learn and putting them into action, putting them into drive, and to not be and try not to let your fears overcome you, because this is a very opportune time, opportune energy for you. Like how I was saying how Sagittarius expands so that you can ground that idea. And you know what? All right, I'm gonna leave that there because that's actually perfect with this last energy that we're talking about. Because I love talking about when you're the energy that you're gonna be in for the next 4 years, or excuse me, 3 years. Because you got Pisces, and your ruler Saturn's in Pisces, and then Neptune's about to go direct here soon. But let's start with Neptune, because Neptune's going to be going direct on the 6th of December. It will be there in Pisces until 2025. But Neptune being in her ruling sign, or the sign she rules, so she's comfortable in this energy. She has been for the last, I want to say she's in the sign for about 14 years at a time. But this energy is really great for creative expression. And because Neptune deals with that dream like energy, that fantasy world, that this larger than life type, and that real deep connection with that divine inspiration and source. This is a great energy for you to materialize whatever it is that you're trying to come to fruition there, Capricorn, and get into more practices of self-expression, and just creating, like, just that into your routine there. Maybe taking maybe few minutes a day or a week to do some drawing, or maybe like playing some music, or do a little writing for that book that you've been working on there, Cap. Whatever that may be looking like for you, but anything that you can working with your hands, doing some pottery maybe. Great energy for that to help strengthen your that high priestess energy, that intuition. And then, oh, oh no, the moon just moved. I was gonna say, funny. Well, which I have to tell Aquarius this. But right as I'm recording this, the moon was just moved out of Capricorn not too long ago. I was all up in energy earlier. But also, Saturn. Saturn is going to be in Pisces until 2025 as well. And with this energy, Capricorn, I like Saturn and Pisces because this is taking that intuitive psychic energy that Pisces has, and I feel like being more disciplined with it, really really trusting that, forming that deeper bond with that energy, and then listening to those intuitive ideas and seeing where they lead you, and to take that, to not just leave things in the dream world anymore, no matter how fantastic it seems, finding a way to ground that in whatever that may look like. And also too, the a trickiness with this energy is of being just mindful of our emotional boundaries and making sure that those lines aren't being crossed or anything like that there, Capricorn. And just like with Scorpio energy, this, depending on where your placements are at, this is forming a sextile with your sign. And Saturn just moved back to he's still at the very beginning degree of Pisces. So, you're in a great one of just heightened manifestation and a really clear connection with Source. So, work with that energy there, Capricorn. But let's get your last oracle card here. Ha! Love that. All right, so you have the Oasis of Dreams there, Capricorn. And how funny we talk about that in dreamy energy. But it says, this card says, nurture your aspirations. And look, we got nurturing our ambitions, our aspirations. But like an oasis, they provide relief and motivation in life's arid stretches. And yeah, you're in a very, I feel like, focused energy there, Capricorn, as far as being able to making sure that we're doing things that really resonate with you. And I feel like this is making sure to not compromise on that either, and put your dreams and your ambitions and things to the side just because of whatever that reason whatever this challenge may be. And it's not like, let's say for example, this is like finding that balance between like relationship and business and things. Like, it's not that we're cutting the person off, but it's maybe expressing that differently. And that might be a part of that change with Venus being in Scorpio. Maybe something that needs to happen where it's just like, hey, I really want to focus on this thing and get this stuff done. It's not that I'm doing this to ignore you, just even having that conversation. And because I feel that if we ignore that side of us that's yearning for more, then that can create this bitterness there, Capricorn. And I feel like it can be even misplaced. So yeah, just making time to nurture that as well. I feel it can really make this journey a lot more tolerable when we're just doing things, just focusing on the obligations. So now let's get your last tarot cards on this. Oh, Libra. Last little bit here. Interesting, Capricorn. Love it. Oh, I love that there. Oh, that's fantastic, Capricorn, because there's that missing piece you review. So here's the last of your tens here. So you got the Ten of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Two of Cups, which, yes, you already got the Two of Cups, and I should have mentioned this earlier, but this deck has two Empresses, which that's a bet I freaked out there, and has two of Cups as well, which we're going to talk about that. And then when I say Two of Cups, and Ace of Pentacles, and then the Justice card here, Capricorn. Now let's switch back over, because I feel that, especially since you got both Two of Cups there's a really heightened energy of making sure to follow your heart in what you're doing. Trust that intuition. And I feel too, this could even be for some, there may be a point where, just because you got the Two of Cups here, I'm even thinking with your divine counterparts, the King and Queen of Cups. That's very loving energy that's coming through there. And I feel like there is going to be just a shift in the dynamic that the relationship is going. There was a time where I went back in my marriage where they were focusing on there was we had this conversation as far as like goals and things, and it's just like, okay, I want to be at this point at this period of time. So in order to do that, I was like, okay, well then I'm gonna start doing. I'll focus on bringing in the resources. You focus on studying, and then we'll build up this Ten of Pentacles here. We'll plant this seed, Ace of Pentacles, and get that thing moving. And I feel for some that's probably gonna need to be a conversation that's needing to be had. There may be a slight things that are thrown out of balance just for a little bit. I don't feel like it's just like that we're putting another person's on the back burner. It just makes more sense in this moment to do this, and then once you get your thing settled, it's like that gives you a chance to get back into that. So, but just be mindful that we are pursuing our aspirations too. It doesn't always have to just be as far as like just about one person there, Capricorn. But I do also feel with this that, the Justice card is a card of cause and effect. And if we're going to get that Ten of Pentacles, we got to plant that seed and we got to nurture that and keep it going. Even with that Two of Cups energy, Two of Cups, Two of Pentacles, it's going to be because how funny, we got divine counterparts. We got oppositions here with you Cancer here and you Capricorn, but yeah, there's this energy of just making sure that we're nurturing this, whatever this thing that we're going through there, and seeing it through to the end. And I feel, because this is something that I feel like is really going to affect you long term. This could be maybe a relationship that we're working on, or whatever this may be looking like. But that's fascinating because the tens deal with endings, and just take this as it resonates, because I only feel like this is something that we would have been just recently thinking about. But I do, something does feel like there a shift in some sort, not necessarily in love, but just some sort of relationships may be changing, and where it may feel that things are falling off by the wayside. That's just creating space for something new to come in there, Capricorn. So just something that's kind of coming through there. So just something to just think about over this birthday season. But or not this is not your birthday season, not yet. We're almost there, Capricorn. But through Sag season. But I think I'm gonna leave that there, Capricorn. So if you like that, give it a thumbs up and share this, Capricorn, because I do feel this is one where, making sure again that you're sticking to your ambitions and your dreams and things, because it feels like that for some. It's like things we've been ignoring that possibly, or maybe we know someone who's been doing that. So share this, Capricorn, and then subscribe there, you devil. Hit that bell button to get notified on all these videos each week. And then last little bit, getting some of the hottest cards to come over to my other channel, the Chariot, the High Priestess, and the lovely Queen of Cups. But if you have any Cancer in your placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, come on over to the Chariot and friends. I do videos Monday through Friday there. We discuss lunar shenanigans, and it's a good old time. And all that housekeeping is down in the description box below. But let me get your surprise cards here, so I can get you out of here, Capricorn. And you got the Page of Cups here. They're King, Queen of Cups, youngest here. And I feel with this Page of Cups that there's been this denial of maybe what we really want. It's just like that we've been doing things just to, it's like we're following someone else's dreams in a sense and drinking from someone else's oasis as opposed to kind of working from what we want and what really fills your cups there, Capricorn. And I feel with this Page of Cups, this is like presenting you an opportunity to, because the pages are fresh energy and we're seeing things from a new standpoint. And I do feel like this is an energy of you tapping into not even new feelings, but feelings that have maybe been forgotten about. Those, that fire within, like taking that ember and getting that back to a roaring flame, and going into things that once excited you, make you kind of feel like a kid again, and got you excited by it. Just something to, something to consider there, Cap. But let me get your Oracle card here so I can get you out of here. Oh, interesting, Cap. Oh, and I like this too. First you get two Capricorn getting spoiled, but you got the Adorn card, and then you have the Solstice card here, Capricorn. And I feel with this Adorn card, it's just like, it almost feels like that we've been putting on other faces, only like faces that, and we may say like, oh no, I'm individual, or like, no, I'm following my, oh, no one tells me what to do. But I feel like there's really kind of sitting with that. Is that really the case? Are we following our dreams, or have we told ourselves that we're, or has it, we've been so ingrained in something that we're not, you're so enmeshed in something that we're not seeing how much power we may have given over to something. We may say we're individuals and that no one controls us, but then when it's time for you to go to work again, we're freaking out. And that's just an example. You know what I mean? Like, it's screaming independence, but then oh, I hate my job, or things like that, and just still catering to that, as opposed to, well, then we're not really free then. That would come from starting like your own, but that's just an example there, Capricorn. I hope that makes sense. But we were talking about that with this frost here, the solstices, because we're yours and my signs, Cancer and Capricorn, we are the solstice energy. You bring in the winter, Cancer brings in the summer, or vice versa. That's so weird not weird, but that's interesting to think about that as Cancer bringing in the winter. Almost, whatever. But this little thought I just was thinking about. But I feel with the solstice card here, Capricorn, that just since we got that frost there, we may be getting into a more kind of, when we are getting into a more introspective energy right now, kind of a hard working, getting things planned in order to start growing stuff again. But I feel like it's interesting, like it's like going from this structured, it's like you can see it a couple ways, Capricorn, depending on where you're at in this. I feel like for some, it's like seeing like how they has like a city and a forest. It's going from the structured energy. I feel like things have been really rigid, and getting into a more natural state to, tap into that intuitive side, listen to what your gut is telling you to explore in things, as opposed to, or on the flip side, it might be maybe we've been too caught up in the dreams, and now it's time to get things into form, like really start to manifest that, and give it a solid foundation. So and take this if it makes sense, Capricorn, but I feel like there's this energy of, are we in a space where we're, it's like where we're providing, or are we nurturing? Like, I'm not like, yeah, take that as it resonates. It's like, if it's, are we building something up, or are we taking care of something now? That's the kind of energy that's come through there. But I think I'm gonna leave that there, Capricorn. I hope that made sense. But you stay safe out there with these challenges and these opportunities that I feel like are coming for you there, Capricorn. This looks nice. I like this. And you raise your vibration through the roof. Because I do feel like this again. You got all the tens. You really bringing things to a close there. But now I feel like you've seen what the finish line looks like and how people are going to celebrate and things. But now it's like taking those steps to get there, and thinking about what maybe even what faces we'll need to bring in order to get that stuff done there, Capricorn. So that's even over for that adoring card. And I will catch you on the next one. Later.